Good night to all of you, teacher and students. Our group is organized by Maria Fernanda, by Luisa, and by Juliana. So today we're going to talk about internalization process, specifically about Cine Colombia enterprise. So as a start, we're going to talk a little bit about the industry and competition analysis. So we'll go ahead with a brief explanation about it.
Well, industry and competition analysis. The distribution of the cinema in Colombia is carried out through three companies, Cine Colombia, Cinemark, and Procinal. And basically, the field projections are made in the own establishments of each distributor located in the commercial centers in the country. Previously, the projections were carried out in the theaters located in sites in the neighborhoods. At the time, there were many distributors such as, for example, Embajador, Palermo, Libertadores, among others, which means that there were much more competitions between the establishments. Now, there are only three distributors nationwide, which we mentioned earlier, and the difference between them really lies is in the time of the room which the films show and tickets prices are projected.
Market success criteria. Cine Colombia was born in 1927 because a growth of big business from Antioquia through about the possibility of building project rooms. Now this company is part of the Santo Domingos group and record 44 million viewers during the year. Um, the success of this company was thanks to Munir Falah from the Lebanese immigrants who directed Cine Colombia since 1990. When Falah joined the company, he redefined the technology and the business model to strengthening compulsion, um, pattern aiming, and the middle class. Over the years, Cine Colombia has had a great growth in great majority due to technology, such as changing the celluloid tape to digital technology to screen the film as it reduced cost and screen to the flexibility to display them. The company takes advantage of the growth tendency in Colombia. Cities signs with the construction of shopping centers. They can be located in accelerated state. The strategy they are used has been to expand with their own theater. In addition to investing in technology and real estate that has generated its great success.
About the market selection and analysis, the market that is intended to be managed is placed in Argentina, and the various sweets, chocolates, and corn, among others, and will be purchased in that country. Well, in this case, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Well, the MPG page carried out a market analysis on the subject of sweets in Argentina, and it commented that, well, the chocolates have had a great growth in the market, in this market, and so this can benefit in the sales of Sept candy, and the idea is also to sell well Colombian products, since well Cine Colombia is a Colombian company and its name bears that country. Um, well, for Argentina, according to Colombian Trade, about 193,891 tons are exported, and that corresponds to 94.8 million US dollars. And this is in free on board value. And so these exports would increase as well as the economy of the manufacture of well of all these traditional candies. When it comes to entry mode, we thought about two ways of doing this. The first one is with the production in the country, which would be like home market production. And we think that it would be more profitable to buy sweets and candy and all the corn in the same country, which would be in Argentina. We will obviously seek for all the products with the best quality, and all of this will be carried out in direct export. An example would be like the sale of alfajores, which is a very popular product in Argentina. The agents would be contacted, and we would make a deal, and so then we will be able to distribute the sweets in all the different cinemas, and well, the final product can will reach the customers.
Okay, talking about more than the entry mode, we believe that the other way in which it is like intended to enter is the foreign production, taking to a specific transfer related, which is intended to have the license to sell the typical products of Colombia in the same way. Small amounts, for example, can be offered to other franchises, such as Village Cinemas Recoleta, Cine Lorca, I believe, and among others. So this is quite important because we cannot just like getting stuck in one product or one enterprise. Besides, we can like reach other enterprises and share that product, share that benefits, share that services, in order to like promote a an alliance per se, instead of just having it and taking advantage of it just by us ourselves. Okay, to continue, we're going to talk more about logistic and trade regulations. So, in order to export this kind of products, or in general, in the case of Argentina, to export any product or resources or raw materials to that country of destination, it is necessary that the person that is going to perform that actions must be in charge of logistics and takes into account all the necessary permits that allows them to export it and to be authorized by the respective entry into the country. So, among these permits or how they can be allowed is being importer and exporter at the same time. It must have both of them and be importer and exporter from their own country to Argentina itself. Also, they must be registered with the General Tax Directorate, like the abbreviature is like AFIP, DGI, are in the General Directorate of Customs (DGA), owning a CUIT and being authorized to exercise the trade at the time of requesting it, completing the documentation required by customs. So, as we can see, it's quite like complicated in a certain way to get at this kind of products into Argentina, but we have to take into. So, like I was talking about logistic and trade relations, I believe that even if we have the opportunity to export this product from China, Colombia to Argentina, it is a great opportunity for all the enterprises or pymes in Colombia that can be allowed to provide, I don't know, support services, other kind of products into the country, because I believe that Cine Colombia can be like the enterprise that get the approach to Argentina, and itself it can be like a recovery to our economy, talking about the orange economy and things similar. So it is a great opportunity in general to all the country, because even if we have certain approach, we don't have the access to get this kind of benefits, or we don't have the idea to have Argentinian products on our daily life, on our markets, on our stores. So I believe it is great in a certain way, and we have to explore that situation in order to have great benefits for all countries, for both countries, Argentina and Colombia, even in the enterprise. And they can do the same thing for their own cinemas. And they can bring that up in here in Bogota, for example. It will be amazing and have the opportunity to increase in a foreign country.
As a conclusion, compared to 20 years ago, the competitiveness of cinema is not very wide within the country because there are only three films distributors.
In my conclusion, I think that the film industry it's based on technology. It is necessary to create a stage of the art business in cinema to able to export quality cinema. On the other hand, the cinema has had a great journey and it's ready to go afloat with the export.
Mm, Regarding my own conclusion, my personal conclusion, I believe that Cine Colombia has great components that they can face about something regarding the Colombian culture, and how we see like the cinema, the this kind of art related to the movies that it's like playing around the world. So the technology, as we discussed previously, we're implementing on the cinemas, on the theaters, and stuff like that. Also talking about the candies, talking about the food, the drinks, the way that we provide the service to the people, the kind of target that we're looking for. It's like always improving and trying to get more people to go to the cinemas, share with the family, share with the best friends, and just like have a good time seeing what we wanted to see. So the options that we have, for example, in this kind of theaters, talking just about not just talking about Cine Colombia, like otherwise Procinal, Royal Films, etc. We can see that we have a lot of things to choose to eat and to take into advantage of what we have in this moment instead of other countries. So I can see in general that Colombia has the opportunity to demonstrate this like value uh, and to getting more like something to determine and increase the service, the quality to other parts of the world. And it's like a big issue to us because we have to face face it and demonstrate that Colombian people can actually like per se fill up those shows and just getting a success event from here. So I think it's my general opinion.
Finally, we found out that according to the Argentinian magazine Noticias, in recent years, more films have been released in Argentina than in Mexico and Brazil. And this implies that, well, the number of customers that cinemas attract in this country is very large. And the candy bar is one of the main sources of income of, well, cinemas, and that's why we consider that opening Cine Colombia and the sales of Colombian and Argentinian sweets are, well, a great business opportunity in Argentina.
So this is it. This was our presentation regarding Cine Colombia. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. So I hope all of you have a great night. So goodbye.